Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all of these things your Torah gives us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'kol levecha uv'kol nafshecha uv'kol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzacha hayom halevavecha v'shinatam levaneha v'dibartam bam v'shiftecha v'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech u'shokmecha u'kumecha u'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayut tatafot v'neinecha u'kshartam al mezot beitecha u'visharecha leman titzkeru v'asitem ekol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim Eloheihem Ani Adonai Eloheihem Asher hotzeitem meretz Mitzrayim Liot lehem Elohim Ani Adonai Eloheihem. You stayed long enough in this place, God said. Time to go forward. Turn your face to the future. Believe you can cross the sea and survive. Inside you, said Moses. Within you, Miriam dances, unafraid. Lift up your voice and sing a new song. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Micha mocha ba'elim Adonai Micha mocha neder hakodesh Nora tehilo tosefele Nora tehilo tosefele
שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים לשמך שפת הים יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד צור ישראל קומה בעזרת ישראל ופדחנו ממך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוכו יושיענו והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם,
ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה.
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take time for silent prayer.
Shalom, Uyase, 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 Shalom, Uyase, 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 Shalom, Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom.
Having been led in worship at Sadie, we now move into our Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our Torah service, in which Sadie will read from the Torah and offer her own reflections. But in order to place the Torah into your very capable hands, we first recognize the Shalshelet HaKabbalah, the unbroken chain of tradition. We recognize all the hands that have held our Torah and passed it down from generation to generation until this very moment. At this time, I would like to invite Leanne, Jordan, Shannon, and Brady to come join us on the bima to help open the ark. And I I'll invite the congregation to please rise as we open the ark.
Ki mitzion, tetzei Torah, udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Ki mitzion, tetzei Torah, udvar Adonai miYerushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael. Baruch shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael bikdushato.
So, our tradition in one of our earliest books of rabbinic writing retells the story of how this Torah ended up here today. And our tradition says that Moses received the Torah from Sinai and passed it on to Joshua, an important figure in the Torah portion, and from Joshua unto the elders, and from the elders into the great assembly. Down the line, this perfect present that was passed from generation to generation. But the truth is, Sadie, that while there is a core part of our Torah that is unchanging, that actually this text is constantly changing and growing. Because as it was passed down from generation to generation, each new person, each individual read this text, interpreted it in their own way, and shared it with the next generation. So what we are about to put in your arms is not something that's been sitting behind a glass at a museum for centuries, but a living, breathing document that we are so grateful that we will place into your hands, knowing that you are about to add your perspective, your wisdom to our ancient tradition. The Dor Vador Nakid Lecha, from generation to generation, we shall maintain your name.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. v'yishtachavu lechar kodsho. Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lechar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
My Torah portion is Shalach Chacha. It takes place after Moses leads the Israelites out of Egypt. My Torah portion takes place in the desert while they are preparing to enter the land promised to them by God. The people involved in my portion are Moses, Aaron, the 12 emissaries, each from one of the tribes, and the Israelites. Moses sends 12 emissaries to scout out the land that they are going to inhabit. After 40 days, they return and give their full report. They all say the land was extremely beautiful, lush, and bountiful. However, there's a problem. 10 of the spies give misinformation. Telling the people that they can't possibly conquer the land, they claim there are strong giants living there, and we were grasshoppers next to them. 2 of the emissaries, Joshua and Caleb, disagree and say they should go and not worry, because God has already done so much for them. God gets extremely angry and appears at the tent of the meeting and is ready to abandon and destroy all of them. Moses appeals to God for forgiveness, telling God it won't look good for him to have saved a people just to kill everyone and not bring them to the land promised. God forgives but punishes the people by making them wander the desert for 40 years, and no adult will make it out besides Caleb and Joshua. My Torah portion is important because it shows how easily people are led into believing misinformation. In today's world, social media has become a way of life. The problem with popularity of social media is that people immediately assume what they see is true. However, the information spread on social media is often twisted and spun to make people believe things that are not exactly true. As I have been introduced to the world of social media, there have been many conversations with my parents about the reality of what is being spread on the internet. I have had to learn how to tell the difference between truth and exaggerations. I have heard many times, just because it's on TikTok doesn't mean it's true. In today's world, it is important to question the things we hear, just like how Joshua and Caleb made sure that the Israelites were not led astray by the misinformation of the 10 spies. So too, we must be mindful of what we believe and also what we say.
Yasher Koach, beautifully said, Sadie. Thank you so much. Now that you have taught us a bit of Torah, you are now going to read from our sacred text. Before we begin, there's an important phrase that I want to teach everyone. So the first part of the phrase is Yasher. Try that. Yasher. And the second part is Koach. Koach. We put it all together. Yasher, Koach. That means great job. So first, we'll give a big Yasher Koach to Sadie for a beautiful Devar Torah. Yasher Koach. And after each of our aliyah, each of the blessings before and after the Torah, we will say Yasher Koach to both our individuals who have the honor of the aliyah, as well as Sadie for her beautiful Torah reading. For the first aliyah, it's my honor to invite up Robert and Wendy Lickstraw, Bonnie and Harry Friedman, and Jamie Kish.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam. Asher Borach Avonu Mikol Hamim. V'nos Amonu Es Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Vayavo anachal eshkol v'yekirtu misham zemara eshkol anavim echad vayashuvu vamot bishnayim umin harim monim umin hatienim laman kamo hayo Karanachal Eshkol Aliadat HaEshkol Ashir Kartu Misham B'nai Yisrael.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam notah b'tzidkenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
And we say, Yasher Koach. You can give Sadie a nice big hug and walk around, and we're going to stand right on the other side of Cantor Thomas. For our second aliyah, it is my honor to invite up John and Alyssa Kish, accompanied by Brady.
Baruch atah Adonai Hambarach,
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Ba'ed, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher baharchanu b'kol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vaya Shivu Metor La'aretz Mikayetz Ar Hayim Yom. V'yechlechu Vayavo El Moshe Vel Aharon Vel Kol Adat B'nai Yisrael El Midbar Ha'aron Kadesha. Vaya Shivu Otam Devar Bet Kol Ha'adeh Vaya Ru'um Et Peri Ha'aretz.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'torenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
We say, Yasher Koach.
Here we go, Sadie. This is my very, very favorite part of the whole service because we call you to the Torah as a bat mitzvah using your Hebrew name that probably no one has uttered since you were a tiny, tiny baby. And to me, it's a symbol of the promise of each of our lives, right? We, as parents and people who love you, see you as a tiny baby, and yet here you are as such a grown-up, and we can just imagine all that is coming for you in your life. Here we go. Ta'amud, Shendel Sarabat, Yonatan ve'Esther Malka etel habat mitzvah, la aliyah la Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher baruch banu b'kol ha'amen, v'nitem lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vaya Subru Lo, Vaya Meru, Banu El Haaretz, Ashir Shalachanu, V'gam Sivat Chalav, Uvadash Ki Bez Peryath, Yifesh Ki Az Ha'am, Hayoshev Ba'aretz, V'arim, Bezerot Galiadat Ma'ud, V'gam Yente, Ha'anak Ri Nusham. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
We say, Yasher Koach and Mazel Tov. With the Torah in our midst, we take a moment to turn our thoughts to those who are in need of healing, especially on a day of celebration like today. We hope that some of the wholeness that Sadie is creating in the world emanates out, and that every person who's in need of a little bit of healing feels that this Shabbat. On our screens, we'll project the names of individuals in our community who are in need of a little bit of shleimus, of wholeness in their lives, some healing of body, of mind, and spirit. If there's someone that you are thinking of this morning, I invite you to share their name as I look around the congregation. You can say their name out loud, or just take a moment to hold their name in your heart.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor haberacha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor haberacha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We will lift our Torah and return it to the ark. Oh, we're just going to return the Torah to the ark. Never mind. I thought you were just trying to get me to be the one to.
I was.
Yeah.
No.
My intention.
So that. I'm just gonna.
But it's my honor to invite up Brian and Jill to open our ark, and to invite Brady back up to help us dress the Torah. Please rise as we open the ark.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai lai yalalai lai lai yalalai lai 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 yalalai lai 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 lai.
Sadie has prepared a moment of gratitude, to take a moment to say thank you to all of the people in her life who have enabled her to reach this sacred occasion.
At this time, I would like to thank all my teachers and tutors who helped me bring me to this special day. Thank you to Rabbi Knight, Rabbi Ernheim, Rabbi Nichols, and Cantor Thomas. Thank you to all my friends for coming and being supportive of me. Thank you to all my relatives and friends who have traveled far to be with me. It means the world that you have come so far to celebrate with me today. Grandma, I might not see you every day, but thank you for always supporting me in everything I do. Nanny and Pop, I know I can always count on you. While I love to visit you in Hilton Head, you always find your way to Charlotte for all the important things in my life. Bubby and Zeta, you're such an important part of my life. You are always there for me day in and day out. I love all of our special time together. A special thank you to Zeta for the hours spent helping me write all these speeches. Brady, while we might spend hours fighting, I sure do love you, and I love all the adventures we have. To my mom and dad, you are so special to me. Thank you for always being there, whether it be help with homework or chatting about life. I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. Mom and Dad, please join me on the Bima.
Sadie, as we look at you today, so many words come to mind to describe the person that you are. Driven, determined yet cautious, independent, responsible, considerate, kind, and funny, just to name a few. As we stand here today, we are amazed at the young lady you have become. From a shy, quiet little girl always hiding behind our legs, to standing in front of all your family and friends as a bat mitzvah. You certainly have grown in ways we had only hoped and dreamed as your parents. In becoming a bat mitzvah, you are embarking on the next chapter in your life. You have worked so incredibly hard and learned so many lessons throughout your Jewish studies. It's now time to take what you have learned and use all of that knowledge to become the best version of yourself.
As the Torah teaches you, remember to always be reflective of your actions. Be kind, be compassionate, be considerate, and question the world around you. While mistakes will inevitably happen on your journey, it is our hope that you strive for continuous learning. Learn from those mistakes, teach others, and always continue to seek personal growth. As your parents, we have witnessed your dedication and passion for all things in your life, from school to dance to your relationships with friends and family. You always put your heart and soul in everything you do. There is nothing in this world that makes us prouder than to watch you chase your goals. We are going to bring this to a close with a quote that we have used at important stages in your life. Behind you lie all your memories. Before you lie all of your dreams. Around you are all who love you. Within you is all you need. Keep reaching for the stars. We love you and are so very proud of you. Mazel tov. Give us a hug.
That was beautiful. While we are in the process, don't go anywhere. You're going to stay right here. We're going to open the ark. I'll invite everyone to please rise as we offer a blessing for Sadie. Sadie, what I have learned in working with you is that while you have a quiet exterior, you have this tenacity within you, this grit and determination that is absolutely incredible, and I know will continue to serve you throughout your life. Whether it's schoolwork or dance or preparing for your bat mitzvah, you are so committed to putting in the work. There is this kind of determination that's inherent within you. So I thought it was perfect that your Torah portion featured Caleb and Joshua, these two figures who hear that there are giants in the land, that there are these huge armies, and they say, we can do it. They have that same grit and determination that you have within you. And, much like you, they are always willing to speak the truth, even when everyone else around them says something different. They are willing to be themselves and to stand up for what's right. So as you continue past your bar mitzvah as an adult in the Jewish community, I bless you with that continued sense of determination, of grit, and to always find that strength within yourself to be brave and to speak up for what is right. We're going to offer you the words of the priestly benediction, our oldest and most sacred blessing in the Jewish tradition.
Yivrechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Kain yehi ratzon. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the presence of God shine upon you and always be gracious to you.
Kain yehi ratzon. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom.
Whatever challenges you encounter on the road ahead of you, may you always be strengthened by knowing that the presence of God is with you, and may God grant you with the greatest gift of all, that of peace.
Kain yehi ratzon. And together we say, Amen. We remain standing for the words of Aleinu Lishabeach. Aleinu Lishabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu koreim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, vayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Even on the days when we are in celebration and joy, we take a moment to think of those who are no longer with us, but whose presence lives on and how we live our lives each and every day. In the period of Shloshim, in the first 30 days since their passing, we remember Belle Edelman Cannon, Ron Carmen, Michael John Nabel, Susan Meyer, Mitch Ryder, Sarah Schatz, and Rodney Woodrum. Marking a yard-site anniversary of their passing, we remember Linda Barron, Murray Berland, Morris Binder, Hans G. Borkart, Shelley Bregman, Edith Brodsky, Bruce Burpee, Lydia Callan Lango-Massino, Shirley Cantor, Morton Cooper, Morris Doris, Lester Engel, Abraham Erdheim, Gisela Fisher, Nettie Friedman, Myron M. Forstman, Max Mordecai Gerber, Evelyn G. Goodman, Arthur Goodman, Mortimer Gordon, Arnold Gordon, Stuart Godsfeld, Sherry Grossman, Martha Guggenheim, Bill Gupton, Beatrice Hallam, John Halberstam, Irving Hecht, Lillian Shapiro Hennis, William Perlick, Stephen Hyman, Louis Kalmeyer, Robert Katz, Shirley Knopp Miller, Peggy Cobley, Robert Cossack, Ethel Wolf Larrick, Emmanuel Larrick, Evelyn Lehman, Joan Leapow, Alice Levine, Bertha Levy, James McCormick Donnelly, Sidney Mendelson, Ernst Murr, Sidney Mackler Newman, Alfred Pass, Jerome Perlman, Nancy Rychek, Jacob Saul, Ray Saul, Murray Schiffman, Ben Seelbinder, Deborah R. Shapiro, Marilyn Scher, Bernice Bunzy Schwartz, Philip Silkin, Henry Silverman, Harry Sobel, Gertrude Sosankin, Myron Stewart, George Stolpen, Juliana Sarah Zabo, Isadora Ward, and Charlotte Weisblatt. The Kish family remembers William Kish, Beverly and Stanley Jetter, Michael and Sandra Lickstraw, Henry and Evelyn Height, and Susan Spank. We rise as one community to offer the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma dibrach hirotei v'amlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman karid v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit adar, v'yit aleh, v'yit alal, shmei t'kudsha b'rihu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'romav, huya aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
Ose shalom bimroma, ase shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imiru amen.
Please be seated, and I'll invite up the Kish family to lead us in Kiddush and Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. B'tei Avon. And as you enjoy that piece of challah, we all offer together the words of Shehachianu in celebration for having shared this morning with you, Sadie. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you so much for joining us, and we say one final mazel tov.
Mazel tov!
What do you want? Did it.
Done.
Yasher Co-op, you did an excellent job. You ready? You're next.
Oh yeah, you're next. 2 years.
Awesome, Sadie. You did a wonderful job. How do you feel? Good? You feel? Give me another.